Okay, welcome aboard, my train viewers. Thought I'd deal today with a little problem that everybody encounters with their model railroads, and that's track cleaning. Now, of course, you can buy track cleaners. They're quite expensive, but they do a good job, of course. But I like to build things on my own, so I came up with this little device here, which seems to work pretty good, and I thought I would show you my setup here, and you can decide whether or not you think you might want to use it on your layout as well. It consists of just a few pieces. I had an old four-wheel truck here, which I used as the vehicle for moving around the track. I took a tin can top, which I cut off a can of peaches, I think it was, and drilled a hole in it and glued it down to the top of the truck. You could use a piece of wood also, I suppose, but I wanted something thin to go over that little knob on the top of the truck. So on top of that, I glued a little block of wood. It's approximately 2 inches across by 1 inch wide and about 1¼ inches deep. And what I did was I cut out a notch on the top using my table saw, just going back and forth over the blade to a depth of about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. And then I drilled a hole through a 1/4 inch hole, put a 1/4 inch dowel through it, cut out this little L-shaped piece, and drilled the hole right in connection with that, of course, and was able to make this little lever type device for the pad. Now, for the pad itself, what I did was I put a one of these little paper clips that you can pick up at your local store and screwed it onto the end of the L and put in it a little pad, which I soak in alcohol or some cleaning device, and then let it run around the track behind one of my trains. And that's all it is. It seems to work pretty good. It just drags along the track. I used some oak wood, which is kind of heavy, and that puts a little bit of weight on top of that pad, so it presses it against that track without being too much so. On the materials I used, I went to the dollar store, which is now, of course, the $1.50 store, or $1.25 store, I'm sorry, and I picked up a bottle of this Eyeglass cleaner, which seems to work pretty good. It's mainly alcohol, of course, and a box of these multi-user erase pads, and I just cut them into segments as I need them and attach them with my paper clip to the bottom of my device and set it off on a run around the track. Let me show you how this works. I got a pad on there already. Let me just take the cover off of this and just sort of hold this out here and give it a good soaking. Right. And then just put it down on the track, thusly. Okay. And I'm hooking it up to the back of a coal tender, Lionel. It's a Mark's train pulling a Lionel tender, but that's okay. I just sort of fixed up this 666 model Mark's train and got it running. And let's see how this goes around the track and get a chance to take a look at it. Let her go around a couple times. Pulling behind on the track. Okay, went around 3 times. Get a look at it, see how this thing does. You take it off, you can see it does a very nice job of picking up any gunk on the track and leaves them nice and shiny. Now if you're done, of course, you can flip this over and use the other side of the pad, or you can cut off another piece to slide right in there and continue cleaning your track. This opens up very easily by pressing on the clip, and you can flip it right on over, as I said, like that, and put it back down on your track, thusly connecting it to your train. This can be tipped a little bit, or you can leave it straight if you like, and you're ready to go again. You should be careful, of course, because if you have things that are along the edge of the track and the pad juts out, might take it away with it, you're going to have to judge that for yourself on your own particular layout and how you might use it. Well, this gives you an idea of something you might be able to use on your railroad. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you did, like the button down below and come on back again sometime.